everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I am Brownie.
You don't hear anything. There's nothing to hear here.
So speaking of audio leaks, welcome everybody. It is another week. We are down here at the studio, loving life, living everything up. I've enjoyed more fruit this week with less ridicule than I've ever had in my whole life. It's been glorious, but we're going to start off with the story of the night. And the story of the night is Kara always forgets to turn the volume down on her phone once the podcast starts, and then we go ahead and hear it. But funny story, on the way down to the studio, Chris, I was talking to you, right, on the way down?
Yep.
And I had
all the
earpiece
sandbags.
Right? Yeah, we were hauling sandbags. Funny story about the sandbags. But I had my earpiece in, right? And do you remember we had some connectivity issues? Kara was also driving Chip out to her parents who watch him during the podcast. I was connecting to her car.
The Bluetooth was turned off on my phone because it wasn't connecting correctly earlier. So I was like, oh, screw it. So I turned off the Bluetooth. So when I turned on my car, Jeremy had hooked Chip into his car seat. And so Jeremy's phone hooked up to my car while he was hooking Chip up. And so my car remembered that. So I'm driving up the hill, and suddenly the music I'm listening to cuts off. And I'm like, what the heck? And it shows this unknown number calling or whatever, trying to connect to my car. And I'm like, what the fork? Like, I don't get this. And so suddenly that stops. And then I'm listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I'm like, what?
You could have got stuck with worse music.
What is this? I was so confused. So I went back, I switched it back to mine. And at that point I see Jeremy pass me, going up the hill. And so we keep going. We get to the point in the freeway where it hits 70. Jeremy decides to go 70, even though he's going like 65 up the hill in a 55.
My car is off by 5, so I don't, I'm going 75.
Then why were you going 65 up the hill, Jeremy?
Because I guess it's just wonky in every direction. It's a geographical oddity car, 5 miles an hour off no matter what distance you're going.
Sure. Anyway, so I go and I pass him on the freeway because I'm going 70. I want to go 75. And it does it again. I'm like, what the heck? And then I was like, oh, wait a second. Jeremy must be connected to my car. So that's why you guys had connectivity issues.
Interesting. I didn't even think that you guys were even near each other on the road, much less caravanning in together within Bluetooth range.
Yeah, it was weird. It only happened when we passed each other. And so at both times, it came up with unknown numbers switched to hands-free. I should have been like, hello.
And I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
Here's what's ridiculous. You and I've heard you complain multiple times about how much you loathe Bluetooth as a connection.
It's the worst connection thing ever.
We'll be not moving 70 miles an hour down the freeway with a clear line of sight between the device and the thing you're trying to connect to, and it won't work, right? Apparently, our car or her car is just like Bluetooth, Captain America, where it's like, I've got your signal, come back.
Swanky says there's a secret government electromagnetic project messing with your car.
Or it's probably because I got the 5G, so the vaccine joke.
Oh, what?
What?
People say if you get the COVID vaccine, you get 5G.
Oh.
It's like your blood
That's
funny.
picks up. That's what they're saying is basically the government wants to improve 5G signal. So if you get the COVID vaccine, it actually you become
It injects you with like a nano chip or something like
you
that?
become a walking antenna for 5G. So then if Chris is using 5G on his cell phone, he's just picking it up off of, my body's repeating it from the nearest tower.
See, I'd be okay with that because at least then I'd have good service.
So that's been a running joke. There's protests in California, and then the all gas, no brakes guy did a video on it, and it's really funny. So all gas, no brakes is a YouTuber, and he started off, and he just made these very well done videos where he goes to events and interviews people. So he went to the Flat Earth Convention.
Oh, him?
He went to NASCAR.
He went to the Area 51 event.
He did. He went to when they were going to storm Area 51.
Yep.
And he just interviews people in the simplest way possible to let themselves show themselves off, look like they're crazy. But he got bought or got somebody paid him or hired him his channel's done, and he works for a offshoot of BuzzFeed or something.
Interesting.
So
weird.
But his old content's really funny. The Flat Earth Convention is really funny. These people rapping about Flat Earth and stuff like that.
So Swanky says, little known fact, the smallest nano chip created was last year by Japan, and it isn't small enough to pass through a needle used for vaccinations. So you couldn't get nano chip injected through a vaccination needle, even if they wanted to.
There goes that idea. Dang it. Just kidding.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I can't be nanobot injected.
Well, Chris,
Without
if I
my
could have
knowledge.
improved your cell phone reception, why not be on it?
Yeah,
Why
you
should we get
specifically. I don't
microchip,
want
Jeremy,
anyone
like a
else.
dog or cat?
I don't want to be microchipped.
Why not?
Not willingly.
Be Chris's 5G antenna.
I'm not willing.
You're tall enough. Maybe stand on top of the building holding a Cat 7 cable.
Just think of the Wi-Fi connection we could have here.
Right? You don't need me as a booster, trust me.
We've had pretty solid internet since we came down here. That's a pleasant surprise.
That is a nice change of pace for once. Or once the word.
Not trying to curse us or anything.
Now, electrical connectivity is a different issue. Just because we had the power go out that one day.
Yeah.
Well, that was
annoying.
all of town, so.
Yeah, but that's annoying.
fine.
You don't realize how annoying it is when you don't have power.
Yep.
But no, so we just wrapped up Thanksgiving and we had really good food for Thanksgiving. But with Thanksgiving comes Black Friday. And this year has been kind of fun because a lot of places quit doing Thursday and they just opened Friday, which was really nice. It was a breath of fresh air because it's always so dumb that it's like, first it started at opening at midnight, right? You remember that back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
And then it got really frustrating because then it went from midnight and then it was like everybody was trying to beat everybody else. So it was like, we're opening at 10. And then JCPenney's like, we're opening at 8. And then Walmart's like, we're opening at 6. And Blackfield. So it crept all the way up to like what, noon on Thanksgiving or
I think
1?
so, yeah.
And
it's like have your early Thanksgiving dinner and then go to the stores for 36 hours.
Yeah, Thanksgiving isn't even like done yet. And people are having to rip off and go like take off for these stores. So Target's like, we're not opening until, they didn't even open at midnight, did they? Did they open at like 8 a.m.?
They open normal time, I think.
That's cool. And a bunch of other stores did that. So we, of course, did some Black Friday shopping.
Online.
And was super nice. So we have not had a blender for years, right? And I hate peripheral stuff in the kitchen. And so Kara, for Thanksgiving, cooking meals and everything like that, she does use a food processor.
I made 3 pies this year.
And one of them was dope.
They were all dope.
Oh, and another funny
Just one of them. Just one of them
I'll
was
finish
dope. The others
the
are gross.
blender story first of all. So anyways, we got this blender, a really cool Ninja blender. So it's got the blender and then it combines a food processor and a NutriBullet into one.
So we can get rid of our NutriBullet and our food processor.
So the NutriBullet we were given for free, but that thing we just hardly ever use. But it was like when you do need it, it's nice to have it because you can like blend the shake and then go, or blend fruit and smoothie or whatever and then go. So now we can get rid of 2 of our peripherals and just have one device, which is really cool, and we'll have a blender, right? Well, you know they say you get what you pay for, right? Ninja is as name brand as it gets. Like, it's top of the line when it comes to blenders. So we got it, and of course I had to take our absolutely freezer burnt frozen blackberry mix out of the freezer and immediately whip up a smoothie, which Chip fell in love with, by the way.
He could not get enough of that. I mean, all it was
It was literally
a little bit of milk and the fruit.
the berry mix. So it was like raspberries, blackberries, and
Blueberries?
Blueberries, maybe just all
Strawberries?
frozen.
Raspberries?
But it's strawberries, but they were freezer burnt to none other, right? So we use this thing, and I take it apart. And I'm doing dishes. I think Todd talked about last week. I start loving doing dishes by hand. I think it's
grosses me out,
sometimes
this
it's
story.
quicker and get done with, right? So
I've not had that experience of it being quicker washing it by hand.
it's just because it's like, so you, as in it takes an hour and a half for the dishwasher to run, right? So if you wash it by hand, I have that new spray Dawn where you don't even really need to fill the sink. You just power blast it, basically wash and rinse the dish off, and it's like squeaky clean in 2 seconds. So you throw it in the drying rack and it's ready to go. And if you have somebody who hand dries, it's done in like 3 minutes versus the hour and a half it takes the dishwasher to run. Anyways, I have the drying rack and I'm cleaning the parts for the blender and I put the blender blade in, and I'm not used to cleaning a blender. Kara said she's done it before. I've never cut myself on a blender ever.
I have.
So lo and behold, I'm cleaning a coffee cup and I go to put it upside down in the drying rack. And one of the worst pains for a lot of people to imagine, like if I talk about it, everybody cringes, Kara's doing it right now, is getting like a sliver or a nail under your fingernail, right? Classic torture device. I freaking came down straight on the blender blade and cut myself right on the joint. You can see it from there.
You can see it from
From there.
Pull it back by your face.
So that cut, I caught, like I went right, like I just literally like took my hand and the blender blade just went foop right up there. I mean, it felt like I got stung like by a bee. It was, I was like, ah!
Yeah, he starts yelling, screaming in the kitchen. So. I came in there and I'm looking at it like, you know, making sure he doesn't need stitches or anything. It's probably, you know, that long.
Yeah, no. Kara had to put a Band-Aid on it and Neosporin, and I bled through the first Band-Aid. And then I told him to rinse it, and Jeremy's like, no, I don't want to rinse it. Like, there's blood around it and everything. So I don't want to rinse it. Let's clarify when rinse. She wanted to rinse it between Band-Aid changes. Yeah. The first Band-Aid had filled up with blood, but I'm starting to get the little bit of dried crusties, which is gluing everything shut. Not around She made me rinse it. You made me rinse it as if white. I made you rinse the stuff that was like oozing out of the Band-Aid. No. Yeah. No. Yep. She made me rinse it, and it basically re-wetted the entire cut, and you're just lucky I'm taking care of you, and you don't end up with some life-threatening infection. Getting taken out by the Ninja blender. Mm-hmm. So, yep, I cut myself in a blender within like 2 hours of owning it. Not even. It was disgusting though. I hate hand injuries, foot injuries. Especially on the joint, you know? Tooth injuries. Right on the joint. It's like, oh, it's such a bummer. Yeah, because it flexes around. Yeah, exactly. It flexes around. I got a cactus sliver in the joint on my finger.
What were you doing with the cactus?
We have a cactus, and I was making the pie doughs, and I reached over to grab something, and the little cactus went boop. And
why is your cactus in your kitchen?
Because I do.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right, I'm just saying, weirdo.
But it's even better. I was trying to get my so rightfully deserved attention that I require constantly. So I was like, Kara, I'm trying to show her something. Kara. Clearly ignoring me, picking at this cactus sliver, right? So she finally gets it out. And you know the first thing out of her mouth is? Well, it's time to get rid of the cactus. The cactus was just existing.
Here's the thing.
Why did you want to get rid of it?
I've had that cactus for probably about 5 years. Do you know the last time I watered that sucker? Probably 3 years ago.
That's probably why it's stabbing you. It's like, even though it doesn't need a lot of water, it still needs some water.
But the tip busted off underneath my finger. I didn't realize cactuses did that. It's probably dead.
The cactus?
I think it would turn brown if it was dead.
Yeah, it's green.
I'll make it brown real fast.
It probably survives off of the humidity from her showers, honestly.
You're so funny.
45 minutes. She always goes, oh, Jeremy, I just got to hop in the shower. Can you watch Chip for a second?
Okay, here's the thing.
45 minutes.
That is my me time.
You better be careful where you keep going with the next part here. What do you mean by me time?
I go to work. I'm around patients all day. Then I come home. I'm taking care of you. I'm taking care of Chip.
Swanky says 45-minute shower is very sus.
It is sus.
Brad says the cactus survives off of you guys arguing.
Okay, here's the thing. Jeremy, it takes about 2 minutes, but do you see how much hair he has?
Hey, I'm a solid 7-minute shower.
Okay, I've got more hair than both of you. It takes forever to rinse
I've got a giant beard, Kara.
Do you condition?
What?
Do you have a routine?
I have 3-in-1 body wash, shampoo, conditioner.
Exactly. Shampoo twice, condition.
But that is a waste of shampoo.
Nope. And then
Cam, you're not allowed to
participate
in this conversation.
Wash my face, wash my body, and if I'm feeling up to it, shave. My legs.
Thank you.
I just move in zones. I go head, torso, legs. I just work from top to bottom. It's all the same soap. It just goes.
Do you have the towel? You need to get the towel that says butt and then face. So you don't accidentally use the butt end when you clean your face.
What? No, I have a scrub brush.
Oh, well, no, I mean, just for when you're done, when you're drying off, right?
Oh, I just have I own one towel.
Do you use your scrub brush on your face?
No, I use my hands on my face.
Oh, okay.
Hands do the head, scrub brush does the rest.
Gotcha. Okay.
He works top down, and then once he gets past his shoulders, then he grabs a brush.
Hold on, Swanky, you saying you shower and then you take a bath and then you shower again?
No,
is that what you're saying?
What?
Type this story out.
I don't know if he's trying to be funny or if it's, I don't know what's happening here, but if that's the actual case, no wonder there's droughts across this country.
No, I was just reading someone's online article talking about that. So okay. All right, this is a tangent, buckle down. I don't know how this is going to be the bathe episode. Apparently, that's the theme for tonight. It just fell on our laps.
Yep.
But in my mind, you start back in the day, the classic, 1900s American homestead. I was under the impression the mother and father of the household, they take the bath, they get out, kids hop in the bath, reuse the dirty water, then the baby gets in last, and then that's a thing, a stereotypical thing, like Harry Potter living under the closet, the youngest kid gets the dirtiest bath water.
And that's where the term "don't throw the baby out with the bathwater" comes from.
See? Boom. Even Kara supports
So I think it's the dad, mom, oldest, and then the kids oldest to youngest. They don't all just in one. The dad always got the clean water, and then it went down.
Yeah, and they get in and then they get out, and then the next one gets in and gets out, but they keep the bath water.
Yep.
Swanky says, I shower off the grime, then take a bath to exfoliate, then shower again because it's nasty sitting in your own bath
Hot
water.
dang!
So that's...
Wait, how long does this take you?
That's what I'm getting to. So I kid you not, a woman just posted on Reddit that her family got a bathtub and she wants to make sure she's bathing properly. She's never done it. I get it. But she wants to know, she feels like she should shower first, then take a bath so the bath water isn't dirty. The bath is what gets you clean. You don't need to shower before taking a bath because the bath is what
offending
cleans
Swanky.
you. No, and then people, mind-blowingly enough, 40% said that's the proper way to do it. And then everybody else is like, no, you just take the bath. I mean, Chris, weigh in on here. What do you think? Why would you?
The thing that I was always exposed to was you take the bath. That's it.
That's it.
Whenever I take a bath, I just take a bath.
He gets a bath. He just gets a
he's
bath.
a baby.
We don't rinse him off and then give him a bath.
Can you imagine just sticking him under the shower, just and then put him in the bath?
That blew my mind.
Maz says to exfoliate, try South Korean washcloths like coarse sandpaper and bright happy colors.
Just use a melanine or melamine or whatever, that Mr. Clean Magic eraser with the abrasiveness. Yeah. Or some barkeeper's friend.
Swanky says, you're not offending him. You're just making me feel like you're dirty. You probably eat kiwis in the bath too.
Did anybody hop onto Discord and see me eating a kiwi?
I did.
Wait, did the picture did get posted?
I don't know if the picture got posted.
The video definitely went through.
Well, to the Facebook group, but I don't know if it was repeated onto the Discord group. But I did post a picture of me eating a kiwi. I was supposed to bring one for you to eat. You would have loved it. You would absolutely.
Brad says, are we just glossing over the fact that Swanky exfoliates? I'm not going to judge anybody for wanting to have clean pores.
Well, what do you do to exfoliate, Swanky? Do you have an apricot scrub? Because I am a product of I will use what's available. So whatever she uses, I do use. So
Even
I've
if
used
it's
apricot
expensive.
scrubs. I use.
It's all snake oil.
What does he use?
It's all all these exfoliating products is snake oil.
Oh no!
You can make sugar scrubs just on your own.
Yeah, it does work. If you look under, if you use apricot scrub for your face, and the reason why I bring it up is because it's got chunks of apricot in it.
Technically, you're not even supposed to use that because it actually scratches and tears up your face instead of actually exfoliating.
All I know
nicely.
is it got rid of all my blackheads on my nose when I use that stuff. I clean it, and then it's like, wow.
From what I understand, the really hot water opens up your pores, and then you use something that scrubs deeply to get it cleaned up. Then you're supposed to use really cold water to close them
close
afterwards.
everything back up. I agree. I concur.
Swanky uses loofah sponges.
Good old classic loofah. So
I remember the story about Gwen getting blasted and being mad about you saying Luftwaffe instead of loofah.
Right, which is, have we really told that story on the podcast?
I don't know if we told it on the podcast. I don't even know if it's worth repeating because that's the. Whoops, that was some swears. Oh, that's coming through. Okay, now we got no image. Oh my gosh.
Are we sound only now? There's no way.
Okay, what the heck is going on?
There is no way that this is happening.
All right, so we keep talking. I think I'm going to power
There's no picture yet.
This is unreal. At least we have audio. That makes it better for
Chris, there's some swears.
Oh. Yeah, oops, sorry.
Sound only now?
Okay.
It's just funny because this is better for the audio
All right,
listeners.
so we can keep talking.
I should make it tech difficulties emote.
They can still hear us.
Unreal. All right.
Now you guys are an audio-only podcast. Or at least you're listening to one.
Oh my gosh. What happened? I'm very annoyed.
Brad, don't leave.
This is better.
Brad says he's unsubscribing. Oh no, where do I subscribe?
All right, we getting video back. They can still hear
Hold on,
us.
I don't know.
Our video is working.
Well, ours was working when it wasn't working here, so we'll see what happens.
Well, there's a delay there.
I know. Still not there.
Jeremy, can you try power cycling
Brad,
the
don't leave. Brad says he's unsubscribing.
Cameras?
Guys, we are so sorry for this.
video back? They can still hear
Hold on, I don't know. Ours was working when it wasn't working.
Brad says this is the content I
There's a
crave.
delay there.
Okay, so you know what, Swanky? We have discussed me streaming Sekiro tonight.
It has a whole shutdown
We'll
thing.
see. You should come and watch me fail. No, I won't fail. I'm gonna kick some butt. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so you know what, Swanky? Just have to get chipped down, and then I'll come back and we'll stream. Me streaming Sekiro tonight. What are you talking? I heard you whispering. What are you whispering over there? Watch me fail.
We're
No, I won't fail. Jeremy Lee Matthew, don't you dare, you suckhead.
bulletproof vest.
You know what? Just have to get chipped down, and then I'll come back.
All right, front camera on, please.
Oh, Lord. What are you talking? I heard you whispering. What are you whispering over there? Don't shoot me.
Please work.
No, I won't fail. Jeremy Lee Matthew, dear God. There, you suckhead.
Oh, what the crap. Bulletproof vest.
You know what? Just have to get chipped down.
Front camera on, please.
Oh, give me the gun.
No.
Give me the gun.
You don't need it.
Give me the gun.
People can't see it.
Give me the gun.
Ow.
I will punch you.
Kara, you've got the shaft. Put down the barrel.
Jeremy?
Kara, you don't need to play with the gun.
Jeremy, let it go.
Maz says Rise of the Podcast After Dark. Nothing but Wookiee Grow.
Can't see.
Cam says he'll watch Akira streams.
Yeah, Cam.
Kara,
I don't know
Give
what.
me the gun.
Okay, unfortunately, we're gonna have to stop the
Down the
stupid
barrel.
stream to try and get the video back
Kara,
on
you
this.
don't need to play with the gun.
Jeremy, let it go.
I'm recording on. Maz says Rise of the Podcast After Dark. I'm recording on our field monitor, so hopefully we can fill at least this part of the gap.
Yeah, Cam.
I don't know. Okay. So like he says, Kara's grabbing Jeremy's shaft. Good thing the screen is blacked out.
Oh, Lord.
All right,
Lord.
the stream will be back up momentarily. Sorry for the technical difficulties. That is very, very salty language. Okay, I think we're back up.
Kara, there. Get out of here with the.
Okay, can
Jeez, Kara.
everyone hear and
Give me that.
see?
Where's
You
the
want
dart?
the bent dart?
Kara, don't bend it anymore. Now it's gonna be permanently that way. Great. Now I can shoot to the right. I can shoot with the. Look at that. You bent it. She bent. Look at it. It's not even there straight.
When you gave it to me.
I've never been bent.
Did you see that deflect? Hot dang. Can we have an instant replay?
I don't have that capability.
We're not actually back live, are we?
Oh yeah, we are.
Can we? Are we actually up now?
This is what
Yep.
Kara wanted, and she's not going to get. Kara, what do you do? Ow! Put an eye out with that
goodness.
thing.
All-blooded execution.
All right, compromise. That was a horrible shot.
It shot to the right because it's crooked.
I think Kara was a shot to the right because it's crooked.
I did overpower
I
him.
forgot. You guys need to arm wrestle.
We do need to arm
Wait,
wrestle.
why are we arm wrestling?
Should we go right here?
Yep, it's arm
Why?
wrestling time
Why?
because it is.
Jeremy's gonna beat me.
I can't remember. There was something that we had talked about where I said that Jeremy and Kara have to arm wrestle for it. So now we have to determine who's going to win arm wrestling. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, she's actually stronger than you get.
Jeremy bent his wrist. Jeremy did the bending. You did the wrist bendy.
The wrist bend, you want to try lefties?
Lefty's gonna be worse.
And go.
Yeah, lefties worse.
we've gone totally off the rails. Anyway.
Why were we doing
I
that?
can't remember, something related to Pokemon or something. I couldn't remember what it exactly
She's got to
was.
eat a kiwi with the hair on now.
No, I never agreed to anything. I never agreed to that.
Next week, get your tickets
Okay.
to the gun show. Yeah.
Guys, he's proud that he beat a woman.
Swanky said Mr. Military flinching like a baby over a Nerf gun. Then Brad says Kara's strong because those dental tools are heavy.
That's
Right.
Because I'm carrying a baby around.
It's probably hard keeping all those screaming people held down in the chair.
Covering, like, making them stop scream with one hand and clean their teeth with the other.
Funny. All right, back to Black Friday. We're talking about cooking, ninjas, cutting your fingers off. First off,
So that reminds me. So I can't remember. I think I was talking to Ryan about this. So a lot of times brands are named after something that's like, so for example, like Tesla cars, because Tesla had a lot to do with electricity. It's an electric car, right?
Yep.
What is the connection between ninjas and cooking?
well, it's got to be the
Holy
blades.
Steel?
Like,
Fruit Ninja.
why do they name it katana instead of ninja? Like, there's nothing about a stealthy assassin that makes me think, I bet they make
Chris.
good julienne fries.
It's a Fruit Ninja. Like the game, the app.
I don't know. That's the sword that you're using, though. You're not throwing ninjas at the fruit to cut them. You're making a swipey sword motion. So
But
if they
it's
called it
still
a
called Fruit
katana.
Ninja.
What's that?
It's still called Fruit Ninja.
Yeah, but if they called it if they called the product like a katana instead of a ninja, it would make more sense if you're talking about the blades.
Ninja sounds cooler than katana, though. It's
Maybe
easier.
it's stealthy on your countertop. Just saying.
There's nothing stealthy about that. The base is
Yeah.
like this big.
And it's like, when you're blending things.
Oh, that is the sad thing. So Chip freaks out. When she was running her food processor, instant cry. Fired up the blender, instant cry. Okay. So Kara last year got
I forgot to bring her in. Dang it.
Build-A-Bear Ahsoka, but my mom bought it for her, and we just had to take it to get it filled with the stuffing. And first off, it was very impressive because the Build-A-Bear near us in the mall there, I've never seen the giant vat run out of fuzz. There was like enough to do maybe 2 bears when we were done. They were actually empty and out of the fuzz. Anyways, we get this Ahsoka bear filled. Chip's in Build-A-Bear, like the greatest place for a child supposedly. Freaks out when they start using the pump to pump the fur into it.
He used to love loud noises. Like the vacuum, put him right to sleep.
I'd have to pull your mic in a little bit more here.
You know what? You pull it in closer, Christopher.
But anyway, so that freaked him out. So I had to take him outside.
Cam is defending it by saying it turns ice into snow.
Oh, the ninja?
Yeah.
So the thing cut me within an hour of owning it. I mean, that's very devious.
Yeah, it's like, I guess, ninjas all want to murder Jeremy, so.
That was basically murder. But the thing is game changing. I remember growing up as a kid. So what are some common problems you have with the blender? A, the lid flies off and stuff goes everywhere. B, they're not easy to clean. Okay.
And stuff always flings to the top and then doesn't come down and actually fully blend.
C, you have different modes on a regular old school blender, right? And you had to like hold the button down.
Yeah, it's
You
like
had
crush or
and-
pulse. Yeah,
Yeah, and like you didn't know what's
puree.
what. Now it's just buttons. So if you want a smoothie, you just hit the smoothie button and it just counts it down like 90 seconds down and it just does its thing. You want a puree, you hit puree and it does like ream. It's fully automated.
Other people are mentioning problems they have with blenders, like Captain Jim Rayner says, my common problem with the blender is it doesn't fit a full cake. Hard pass. Maz says, I'm always chopping my fingers off when reaching in to unblock it.
Dude, I get that because I hate it when the Ninja doesn't do it. On my old blender, chunks get stuck in a no-go zone. So it's a spot where the blade doesn't hit and then the chunk like never leaves. Then you want to reach in there and get it out.
No, what
And
kind of
then-
moron would you be to reach a finger down there? You take a
Not while
spatula and
it's
you like
running.
Now you're making more dishes, Kara.
Yeah.
because I like my fingers and my fingers are necessary to my job.
So here's what's cool about the Ninja, but also apparently bad. So it's got the automated runtime. The lid has a lock. So when you put it on, you go down and it clips shut. It doesn't come off. And then it's got the removable blade for easy cleanup. Hence the slicing and dicing of my fingers because I'm not responsible with the removable blade. What are you laughing about, Kara?
Nothing. I was reading comments. It's
You
fine.
are so funny.
So Captain Jim also says, have you ever juiced a cake? It's a life changer.
That
It sounds
like,
delicious.
That sounds like a cake pop. Just throw a little extra frosting in there. Blend that sucker right up.
Maz,
Big old cake pop.
Maz says the no-kill zone is a blender design problem. Swanky sticks with juiced bacon and cheese.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds delightful.
That's his exfoliating scrub, probably.
Yeah. And Brad says I should probably start stepping up my juice game for when my teeth fall out.
Well, it's like blenders are nice. It's one of those things where it's like you don't have one, you don't need it. But once you do have one, then you get all the stupid reasons to go buy all the frozen fruit and everything that you can blend. And they've got the recipe book that comes with it and that looks really good. I don't know. I'm got sold on it. And I like it.
Mm-hmm. He liked the idea of selling my food processor and the NutriBullet.
Yeah, a 2-for-1. It eliminate 2 other peripherals to go down to 1 peripheral. You can't go wrong.
Jeremy likes throwing things away.
I do.
All right. Brit.co. 16 hacks to use your blender for something more than smoothies.
All right, lay it on us.
Okay. You can make filling for cream cheese wontons.
Okay. All right.
Making dark chocolate pudding.
All right.
Making homemade hollandaise sauce.
Okay.
Chunky salsa.
That was a recipe in the book.
Yep.
Zucchini bread.
No.
I
mean,
love zucchini
It's
bread.
a great bread, but who buys zucchinis? They don't exist.
Yeah, they do. All over the place.
No, they don't.
And when it comes to harvest time, everybody tries to get rid of zucchinis because they do real well around here.
I wasn't paying attention to that. I don't like zucchinis,
Zucchini bread's amazing,
for what
though.
it's worth. Almond milk.
No, it's too much
What?
work to make your own
Well,
almond milk.
homemade almond milk only lasts about 2 days in the refrigerator, but the creaminess and mellow flavor can't be beat. Are you literally just grinding up almonds to make almond milk? I don't even understand how that's
Like,
made.
do you grind it and then you strain out the liquids?
I don't know. No, you'd probably drink it all.
You can make homemade butter.
I used to do that in a jar and just shake it.
What? Mm-hmm. You shook butter into existence?
We do it for fun, but yeah, you take like a heavy cream and then you just sit and you shake it.
You wait. Well, there's something coming up. I don't have anything to do today. Might as well pour some cream in a jar and shake it till it's butter.
Ever heard of home ec class, you weirdo?
Who does that? You just said you did it for fun.
We did do it for fun sometimes. It was fun. I don't know.
Did you try to at least make artisanal butters?
Artisanal.
Artisanal.
As a 10-year-old, no.
You didn't like throw a little bit of.
Can I have some garlic and oregano and a bit of salt and
All right, hold
That
on. I have
makes
to make
more
a
sense than shaking butter for fun.
notepad. We're getting topic suggestions that Okay, so Mando trailer. Okay.
I did watch the new one.
Also heard some show just got canceled. Disney series, Star Wars-ish.
What show is that?
I don't know. I just
Definitely not Ahsoka.
What?
The headline somebody sent me.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Star Wars show canceled.
Rangers.
It could have been Rangers, but no, the casting. I think some people are like blasting the Cassian show.
No, Cassian will be fine.
That's just what I heard.
When is this from? 18 seconds ago.
What was from 18 seconds ago?
This article. Rangers of the New Republic has been canceled.
I was right.
Is that because Cara Dune was supposed to be the main character?
Probably.
I didn't bother reading. I just saw that.
That's my guess.
Oh, yeah. Captain Jim says Rangers of the New Republic got canceled.
See?
Okay, so did you guys hear that Kathleen Kennedy got a 3-year contract extension?
Wait, what?
Oh, Kathleen Kennedy is additional 3. That's fine.
Well, I don't know why people hate so hard on her. Like,
It could be worse.
I mean, she was
It
there
could be
throughout.
worse.
Like, what was it? Indiana Jones and all that stuff.
Could be run by EA. I don't know.
Occasionally they come with a good game. Didn't they do Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah, but that's
Oh, so some people were actually bringing up, a lot of people really liked Jedi Fallen Order. Maz in particular, and he's surprised when people didn't like it.
I
Oh, that's an
loved
amazing
Jedi
game.
Fallen Order. BD1?
we have a BD1
Best
Lego.
droid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still at the old location.
Yep.
A lot of people are saying that Kathleen Kennedy's extension was a mistake.
It's fine. You do it. I'll do it. It'd be fun.
Captain Jim says, I'm just saying I would die for BD1. Is that an
I would
overreaction?
too.
I think not.
I would lay down my life for that little droid.
He is amazing. He is so much fun.
Yep.
I don't
He's so
know
cute.
how Star Wars consistently does it. Honestly, the only flop droid I think that there is Dio.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dio's pretty weak.
Yeah.
He's weak. He just
Dio, more like PU.
Dio.
Did you say P.O.?
Yeah. Really quick, I wanted to say while we were talking about Black Friday, did anybody else get any good deals? I picked up a couple sweet board games for really, really, really cheap, which is really fun because I love playing board games. So I was excited about that. And we got a steam vacuum for Kara.
Or Jeremy.
No. You asked for it.
That's fine. You can still use it.
No. You said I want this. Mm-hmm. I didn't say I wanted it. I'll use it too. Yeah. I got a new steam vac on Black Friday. I'll get those floors real nice and clean at the house that we live in together, but I clean the floors.
We decorated our house for Christmas.
We got our tree. We got a small tree, a really short tree. It's awesome.
Just because we don't want Chip pulling the tree down on itself.
So yeah, we got a small
it's up
one,
on
but
a
it's
table.
a real tree, but it's small. And the tree next to it was getting like they're three's a company, two's a crowd or something.
Two's a company, three's a crowd?
They're too close. So I cut this one nice and low, and the new one will have room to bloom. It'll have room to blow,
Flower.
bloom. It's gonna get bigger because it's got space, like an expanse of space, and then we get to enjoy the other tree. So, anyways,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Swanky says, let me take over Kathleen Kennedy's position. Star Wars is going to get a little bit more gory, though.
That's all right.
Captain Jim said, I told my sister that her Black Friday discount was spending time with me for Thanksgiving, and he was greeted with, still got the receipt.
Oh, snap.
Brutal.
So, like, what was your guys' favorite Fallen Order experience?
I mean, the ending is clutch. I mean, that's not going to spoil it for anybody, but basically there's a huge reveal at the end of the game where Vader comes chasing you down. And that's been recreated in multiple video games, and I never get sick of it. In Oculus Quest, the Vader Immortal for Oculus Quest, when Vader approaches you, you are now looking up at like a dude that's a foot and a half taller than you. It's breathtakingly intimidating. It's like, it's unbelievable. And then when we did the Void experience down in not Miami, but in LA, we did the Void Vader Immortal like story add-on thing. Super intimidating. You're like kicking all this butt and everything, and all of a sudden Vader just immediately like removes all of your power and kicks your butt, and that's over with. But you get that same experience in Fallen Order a third time, and it's extremely well done. But I like the world building. The Night Sister lady was super, super cool. Then the Wookiee level, you climb up a tree. Like the whole entire level is going up a tree. And at the end, like you like surf or slide down the whole thing, down all the branches. That's really, really fun. And then the Grand Inquisitor is also, the female Grand Inquisitor is a cool
I'm pretty
addition.
sure I had to redo the final Inquisitor a number of times.
Well, she was annoying. She was annoying. The
yeah.
final fight with her. And then like when you finally beat her, that's when Vader shows up. So hopefully it wasn't a spoiler for anybody, but
This is kind of interesting. They were talking about you like cutting a shorter tree. Matt said a few years ago when Portal was popular, someone did a Christmas tree where they painted a portal on the ceiling and on the floor, and they attached the lower half of the tree to the ceiling and the upper half to the floor.
That's
Sick.
cool.
It's like you could also do that with like Doctor Strange portals or Rick and Morty portals.
Heck yeah.
that's super creative.
Yeah, Portal's awesome. I played Portal 1 and then I played Portal 2 player with Tony. Through the campaigns. It was so fun.
Portal's
Swanky says he wants to
fantastic.
see you guys do the co-op Portal 2.
We could run through that. Totally run through that. Kara would get stuck.
How would you get stuck? You're working together.
Well, I'm just saying. She'd find
You can't talk smack about somebody who's actively trying to help you.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Or be me helping her.
I'd be helping you. I'd be helping you.
The reason Portal is a little bit of a gem because of GLaDOS, though. I mean, it's enough. Too many games are hand holding. I've been playing Pokemon Pearl. Way too much hand holding. Kara was getting mad. She's like, "Is there a version of this for adults?" So you go to the one city before the bike path going south.
Is it
right?
Eternity?
Orberg.
Once you get the bike, they won't let you go left. You have to go down and take the bike path before you can go back to check your trees.
Yep.
And it was just like, it was dumb. It's a free roam game.
Yep.
I don't want you to hand hold me through a Pokemon game.
Every single time I kept trying to go back there, like this person would pop up, they'd be like, you should try going down to Heart Row or whatever the fork name that town is.
Home.
Yeah. I was I don't want to. I want to go back and look at my trees to see if I've got a Heracross.
Yeah, no, it's all the games are like that. Like a lot of people thought Gen 6 and 7 were the worst for hand holding.
It's unbelievable.
So like that particular thing, when I was doing my randomizer, it happened to me too. And it had been so long since I played. I couldn't even remember where the biking path was.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what the heck he wants me to do even.
So, but
Maz says, keep in mind, Pokemon has to be playable by 10-year-olds.
But there
How
should
are
be
they
an
gonna
option.
learn?
There should be an option to turn off the hand holding.
Yeah, you have your text speed, you have switcher set, and then you have hand holding mode off or on.
Here's the thing. Netflix has your normal and your kids sections. Should be the same way with Pokemon.
actually, I want to talk about that for a quick second. This is tangent upon tangent upon tangent upon tangent. However, and I know a majority of people, I mean, Brad and Swanky probably just wouldn't go near a Pokemon game with 700-yard sticks. But the balance of this new one is a little ridiculous. That the third gym leader has a level 30 Lucario. Then the next 3 gym leaders don't have a Pokemon above like level 34 or something. And so you're fighting the last gym leader with 10 levels higher than them. And then I was watching Kara doing the gym leader, and the gym leader battles are always normally really, really fun, and they're challenging. The trainers between the gyms are just so low level. They're not even...
Yeah. You're one hitting. It's
and it's like Team Galactic comes up to Kara and they're like, we're taking over the world and you can't stop us.
And they
Go
said a freaking Wurmple.
It's like,
A Wurmple.
you're going to think you're going to stop me with a Wurmple?
I'm like, all right, go Starly or Staravia or whatever the fork name it is. It's like...
Would you be more upset if you lost to that Wurmple?
I would just...
All right, so...
I'd break my Switch in half and say, Galactic, you won.
I went to the underground, okay? And I ran into a Lickitung.
Kara's favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, all women's favorite Pokemon.
Anyway, my favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur. Thank you. He was level 28, and I think my highest was 18 or 19. He took out every single one of my Pokemon. He took out 4.
In red health and asleep,
Yep.
still broke out in one ball shake.
Didn't even shake. I threw it, and it was like poof, and I was like,
Oh, you probably only had regular Pokeballs at the time, right?
She
well,
did.
yeah, but he was like literally this much on his health bar.
I caught like a level 40 Magby asleep and false swiped in like 5 regular Pokeballs.
Yeah, no, I used up almost all of my Pokeballs. Finally, I got pissed, and I was like, you're going down.
Then she tried to run away, and it said you can't escape.
Yeah.
She had to knock him out.
So yeah, I took my Gyarados, and I was like, bye, Felicia.
Just chomped him down.
I'm trying to see. He might have a low catch rate.
Lickitung?
He might.
11.9. So for example, like compare that to like
Wurmple?
Yeah, compared to like Wurmple. Oh my gosh, I spelled it wrong and now I can't. What is even happening here?
Jeremy named his Wurmple Wurmpush.
I did. Instead of worm pull, worm push.
Wurmple's catch rate is 43.9, so it's like it's 5 times harder to catch than a Wurmple. So like it just has an intrinsically pseudo low catch rate. So
Crazy.
All right, so you had a bunch of topics. While we're pulling up more topics that you guys asked about, whatever. If you got a good Black Friday deal, let us know, because I had a cool thing happen with smart devices, which I won't say because then I set them all off on everyone's screens. But basically, I got to trade in an old device for like $7 more than I originally paid for it to upgrade on Black Friday, and then on a really good deal. So that was kind of fun. I did the shell game of deals in order to get a better deal.
Yep.
And Brad and Swanky and Cam, I still love Costco. Thank you very much. We had Costco for lunch. $1.50 hot dog. Booyah. And then
have you been there every day since it's opened?
No, I've gone probably 4 times.
Jeremy sneaks out in the middle of the night.
I think you've told me at least 6 different times you've gone there.
I like it.
All right.
What's wrong with liking
So
something?
have you seen the new Mando trailer, Jeremy?
It's that little 30-second clip, isn't it?
I have not seen the new Mando trailer. I have seen the
Mando.
new
I know.
Boba Fett trailer.
Or is that what it was? Maybe it was Boba Fett. I
Yeah.
can't remember. Chat, tell me, was it Boba Fett or
It was
Mando?
Boba Fett. I saw the comment.
I've seen the new Boba Fett trailer.
Okay, I haven't.
It looks sick. Mm-hmm. Mind blowing.
So this is different than the one that we watched in silence on the stream the other day, then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There's a new 30-second one. You saw that one, right?
I don't think I have seen that one.
Matt says, you guys Lady and the Tramp, the hot dog at Costco. Have you guys heard of the game It Takes Two?
No.
So let me pull this up here. So It Takes Two is an action-adventure platform game developed by Hazelight Studios. The game was released for Windows, PS4, blah, 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 in March 2021. It looks like it's a co-op platformer.
Wait. This isn't with prison people, is it?
Doesn't look like it. Whoop.
David and I play. Oh,
Whoops, crap. That was the wrong button. Is that the right?
that's the traditional output.
Okay.
That's the correct one, or the computer one now. Oh, I have not seen that ever.
No.
Does somebody want to see us play this or what?
Yeah, someone said that they think it'd be fun to watch you guys play this.
Animated blood.
So, two things. Kara and I
Ooh.
both love like games like this. So we play Overcooked. If you ever guys want to watch us do Overcooked, and then we do Moving Out is a really fun one where you have to like move out, and then Unraveled we've played. This looks
Little Big Planet.
Oh, you wouldn't want to watch us
This
play
is
Little Big
cute.
Planet. This looks amazing. This reminds me of a hybrid of like Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a combat into it. This looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. This looks sick. I'd play this in a heartbeat.
Cool. All right. Whoever said It Takes Two, you
Looks
get a gold star.
Really good.
Yeah, it does.
Kara loves squirrels, and that one's
I do
using-
love
shooting
squirrels.
honey or
We've got
something.
some fatties.
I think
Look at those stalactites. Or are those beehives up there?
is Dave Sam Fisher?
Yes.
Okay. So Dave suggested or says that it's on Game Pass.
No way.
Oh, good.
I want to talk about how awesome Game Pass is, might I add. So I finally have
All right,
been,
that's enough looking at the thing. I've been playing the
That's
trailer for that.
awesome.
I've finally been added to the beta for cloud gaming. So I now no longer have to download games to my hard drive. I can go to Game Pass, hit play, and it just streams it over the internet, and you don't have to download it, which is
Have you dealt with any like laggy crappiness?
nope.
Solid.
I do think it sometimes downs the graphics. So it's kind of like a YouTube video. You might go from like 4K to like 1080p or maybe 720, but that's
Is that
about
worth it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is to not have to download some of these games.
Yeah, it's been annoying. There have been sometimes I want to download something on my Xbox, and it's like,
you need to free up space.
I want to like
excuse
Battlefield
you.
and I want to like Call of Duty. Call of Duty I refuse because of how much space the game's files are now. And Battlefield, I got to try it on a free play weekend, and it's garbage. It is absolute garbage.
Battlefield is.
Yeah, it's garbage. I don't even want it on my console. I don't even. Nope.
Battlefield 1 is so much fun.
Battlefield 1
PvP.
is the best Battlefield game that I've played by far. It is. I have so many laughing moments. Literally, we sat there in a French courtyard with Kara and a wrench underneath a tank. We got into tank warfare. They sent tank after tank
We were
after
playing
tank.
with my younger brother and one of our other friends.
So we had the one tank with the big gun on the side, and then the two nice actual cannons, no machine guns. So we had triple cannon tank, and we were lobbing shots over at these other tanks, and they're just seeing red. They sent so much air power. We'd look up and shoot airplanes down. People are running up, throwing sticky tank, anti-tank mines on us.
And
Well,
I'm just
Kara's
like,
underneath there the whole time. Fixing the tank and just keeping us up. And the sound, the kill sound on Battlefield, where it just chink, when it like cycles like a round
we
cycle.
definitely got top squad in that one.
Oh, that was so unbelievable.
I think I got top player in that one because how many points I was racking up with just fixing the tank.
It was so stupidly sick. It was so much fun.
That was the best match ever.
It's such a memorable multiplayer experience. And then Halo, the multiplayer is out. So the campaign isn't. I prefer campaigns first, but Halo's been really fun. I had fun, and then now all the good people are on because it's out for real, and all the 10-year-olds have polished up and I'm like in the bottom percentile, but it's been fun.
It's amazing how many of my younger patients who do game haven't even played one of the Halos.
It's just like an older generational game. I think you have to be born after or before 1997 in order to enjoy it.
To enjoy what?
Halo.
Oh, yeah. I was born before 1997, and I like the campaign. I could not stand the multiplayer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, multiplayer first-person shooters
Slayer.
in general aren't.
Oh, did you guys mention moving out?
Yeah, moving out.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I apparently missed that. Somebody had mentioned that.
Did we never finish that.
No, it's hard. It's so much harder than Overcooked. Overcooked is fun, except the
Once you get moving parts
the
and stuff, it's
difficulty
like,
curve grows exponentially. So by the end, they expect you to fill like 21 orders in 1 minute with you're driving down the freeway between food trucks that going like this. You can't even get to your ingredients because they're on the wrong truck, and it's impossible.
We rage quit a couple times. I failed.
No, Kara rage quits.
You do too.
I have never rage quit a video game.
Ever.
Oh, I definitely have.
Yeah, no, Kara, I don't.
Matt says there's a mod for co-op Skyrim. That sounds like it could be fun.
What?
That sounds really fun.
Co-op Skyrim would be sick. I started a second playthrough on that, but then something came out and I stopped playing. It may have been like Cyberpunk or something.
Have you guys played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes?
No.
Sort of. Is that the one? We've played like Jackbox games, but there's a bomb defusal game where somebody's on VR. They have to rotate the bomb and work with it. And then somebody's on their phone and they have like the directions on how to defuse
That's
it.
that.
That is
What?
that.
Yep.
Yeah. I wanted to try it and you're like,
You've never mentioned it.
It's not for me.
You've never mentioned it.
I swear I've mentioned it. She gets too stressed. You get too stressed.
See, I think you guys
never
would be
mentioned
interesting to
it.
watch play that. That's for sure.
That
Jeremy's
would be
never
a fun
mentioned
live
it.
stream.
Which
Keep talking and no one dies.
Jeremy's never mentioned it.
And then,
And
you
then
can,
when
the
we're
more
both
people
busy
you
doing
add,
something, it's kind of hard with Chip.
the more you add, like each person can be added in and they get extra direction. So it's really funny because one might say rotate and turn and then cut the yellow wire, right? And then the next person's directions will say after you cut the blue wire. So it's like, you'll be like, oh, I gotta turn, cut the yellow wire. And then the next person will be like reading and they'll be like, but do it after the blue. And then click the yellow and then boom, everyone dies. So
What? There's a Jackbox game like that.
there is. Yeah, there is.
You have to defuse bombs in
and
the
you
office
hate
or
that
something
one,
like that.
and I like it.
Yep.
I like games like that. It's really fun. But that game that was suggested looks really dope. If you ever want us to do Overcooked, we'll have to start doing some of these multiplayer games. Those are the epitome of
What
fun
was
multiplayer
was the one?
games. It Takes Two.
It Takes Two.
Yep.
Definitely need to try that.
That looks really, really cool.
That was
You
really,
cannot play it off stream. If you get it, it has to be stream only.
Well, we can do that.
I'm hoping to stream Secure tonight, like I said.
Yeah, and then I do all this
If you
work.
guys will actually watch.
I do all this work to set the colors for her background. And I get nice turquoise and nice blue. And then she goes and changes it to just pure red, pure green. She goes, people will like Christmas themed on there. It's a Christmas.
I didn't say people would like it. I just said I'm going to have Christmas theme for the Christmas season.
There's not Christmas in the land of Sekiro.
I don't give two farts.
The chained ogre
There is Christmas.
with red eyes and chains and burning doesn't care
There's
about
green foliage
old
around
Saint
him.
Nick.
I don't care. I do. It's Christmas in the land of Kara. Doesn't
You're
matter
so
about
funny.
Sekiro.
You
Kara
know that
literally
when
does
green
see-
and red get next to each other, it looks like brown, right?
Mixed together, yes, I know.
Okay, that's the only danger there.
It's fine.
Have you guys played Trover Saves the Universe?
No, I've never even heard of it. Not even remotely.
Trover?
I think that's what was typed in. I'm going to Google it and see what that brings me up. Brings me up. What that brings up for me. Oh my goodness. The words.
Words are hard. We all know this. Jeremy
Trover
lives
Saves
it.
the Universe is a 2019 action platform game developed by Squanch Games. Let's see here.
Is Sam Fisher watching the stream? He has to
He
write
was
in
recently.
and bring up the you go to jail as two prisoners, and it's a co-op game only, and you you like have to go back to back and like climb up the wall and you escape prison and you're on the run and you have to work together to beat the whole entire game. Then at the end of the game, they give you guns and you have to kill each other.
Oh, interesting.
So you play
Sounds
through
like
the whole
Squid Games.
You play through the whole game and then you have to kill it. You don't have a choice
That's sad. Why would you kill each other?
because it turns out one of you was a cop and you were setting the other one up.
Oh, do you know which one of you is the cop?
You do after the fact. You don't know when the game starts. No.
So you don't know if you are the cop.
No, the one of the characters. It's a name so it's like you have,
You have Joe and Bo,
yes,
and Bo
Joe
is
will-
always the cop.
exactly.
So you know when you start playing if you're the cop.
If you've never played it, you wouldn't know
Okay.
you were a cop. And then it's like doing this reveal and it cuts to these flashbacks and then you realize like this whole time.
Oh, I suppose if it's co-op,
And then
if you're not the cop, you know the other guy is the cop. So.
It was really, really funny because it was showing all the betrayals and things that I would like do to like get, because like you land at this airport, at the end and you were on the run and then the cops are all there waiting and then it like cuts to the cutscene and it shows all the things that you technically like did that set your friend up. And David, I was playing with David and David was the criminal and he's like, "You jerk." And he's like sounded legitimately mad. And then it was like
A Way Out.
A Way Out. That's it. That's the name of the game. It's free on Game Pass as well too. I shouldn't have spoiled it, and I should have just made Kara be. Which one would be more? Kara be the criminal, right?
And I'd shoot you.
Nope.
Yep. I'd destroy you.
You couldn't even beat me in arm wrestling.
You're a dude in the military.
And you think you can kill me in a video game?
Yup. Sure do.
Not gonna happen. I got Han on my side. What do you have over there?
BB-8
Good
and
luck.
Master Chief.
Vader versus Master
Vader
Chief.
would kill Han. Vader would try to kill Han.
No, Vader would also kill Master Chief 1v1.
Easy. Doesn't matter how strong you are if you can get forced.
But I'm saying Jeremy says he's got Vader on his side. So, I mean, everybody over on Jeremy's side's dead. I just need to take Vader's mask off and he's dead.
Yeah, Master
easier
Chief
said
and
than
BB-8 are both
done.
alive. Grogu and Darth Vader and Han Solo are all dead.
Yeah, I got Grogu too. You don't even have Grogu. Could you imagine if Grogu and Vader were friends? How hilarious that would be.
Oh, hello, Lakers 2181. First time chat on Twitch.
Hello.
Hi, Lakers.
Sounds like Krusty the Clown. Well, it's 3 Hays, but hey. Dave says he was mad. How could you do that to him?
He was legitimately mad when we were playing. He's like, "How could you do this to me?" I'm like, "The game is making me do this."
David, it's Jeremy. Do you need to ask?
What are you talking
He's
about?
obviously a double crosser.
Truly is.
I'm not a double crosser. Like it makes me the cop too. What is the odds of that? And the
50-50.
betrayer. Wait, what'd you say?
I said 50-50.
Yeah, but geez, it is 50-50.
Dave says, I thought we were friends.
I know these are all things he said while we were playing, and it made me feel really bad.
So did he end
How
up shooting
could
you, or
you?
did you end up shooting him?
I don't want to say.
David ended up shooting him. Yep.
I actually did beat David. Mm-hmm. I did.
Brad says that Lakers 2181's hey could be Fat Albert. I didn't think of that.
Hey. So to get you caught up, Lakers, we were talking about Black Friday sales. I still know. Did anybody type in anything cool that they got for Black Friday?
No, they're probably all too cool for school. And
I was
don't
gonna
go
say
Black Friday
a lot of
shopping.
people. I mean, okay, people do Black Friday shop, but I've seen a lot of people comment on Facebook how they don't go Black Friday shopping.
The deal's on Amazon right now. Right?
Technically, that projector was a Black Friday buy.
Was it?
Even though I bought it on Wednesday.
That was
Yeah,
really fun.
a lot of people have had like all week Black Friday sales online.
So for those of you who don't know, which is all of you except for Jeremy and Kara, I was a buddy of mine from film school came up and wanted to do a screening of the film that he just finished. And I was like, oh, come down to the studio. We'll do it here. And then we were just going to use this TV that we use for the monitor on the podcast. And I was like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to get a projector hooked up. So I asked Jeremy to poke around and see if he knew anybody that I could borrow a projector from. No takers. So then he starts calling around to like rental places. And it's like $100 a day to
We
rent
actually
a.
have one at the house.
What?
The Duluth one.
I mean, whatever. Who cares? So for $100, you could rent one for a day for a 720p projector, and it's like, bleh, nope. So then I just started looking online, and I was like, best budget projectors, like that kind of thing. And I was looking around, and I learned way too much about the stats of whatever. Then I found this one, and like after tax and shipping and everything, it was like $90. And I was like, for $90, I was gonna rent a crappy projector. Like, even if this is crappy, the novelty of just having like a big screen on the wall is kind of fun.
It was well worth it. We played Rock Band on it earlier, and it was totally worth the price. I mean, Mario Kart, Mario Party, all these games would be an absolute blast on it. The thing is, when I did call David said, hey, you could get one or you can borrow one, but it's up in Bemidji. And it just blows my mind that it's cheaper to buy a new one off of Amazon than it would have been to drive to Bemidji, spend the gas and time and mileage on your vehicle and drive back. Really, truly.
Yeah.
You can buy one that ships from somewhere else in the world and just shows up ready to go.
Lakers 2181 said, went shopping for myself and bought a triple monitor setup. That's pretty sick.
Ooh, nice. You have the cool monitor stand, and then are you going to do the one thing where you do like 2 horizontal and then 1 vertical? Are you going to do all 3 widescreen and play Forza just fully wide screen?
I don't think that they play Forza.
They absolutely play Forza. With a name like Lakers, you got to play Forza.
Wait, how does Lakers and Forza?
I just say things confidently and people believe it. You know, so that's the secret.
Do you play Forza?
Laker, do you play Forza? And if so, take a guess how many cars I have.
2.
I have 505 cars right now out of the 530 available in the game.
Last night, I got a bunch of super wheel spins, and I got Jeremy a good 6, 7 cars that he didn't have. That between like, I got him a Pagani and some Ferraris. Did I get you McLaren?
You got, yeah, I think you did.
I mean, between
You got
all
like
those
$7, $8 million worth of cars.
Yeah,
And
that's
you know what? The Dino was really expensive, but it is the Forzathon car of the week that you get. So everybody's
that's
getting
why
them
it's
this
cheap.
week. That's why it dropped down in price.
Gotcha.
So
Said all 3 widescreen landscape
he's got a nice,
orientation.
humongous widescreen setup.
It
Nice.
says Forza all the way.
I knew it. I knew you don't get 3 screens without playing Forza. Kara's such little faith. Games I would suggest to you to play that I don't think you've played that Chris actually suggested for me are Valheim and Satisfactory.
Satisfactory actually just got a big update. Like
And-
a
I was
big
gonna say those are some
update.
really like offshoot games. So yeah, I would guess that he probably hasn't played them.
Valheim has race now, Chris, or have they always had race?
I can't remember. It's like we played hardcore for like a month and a half and then have not touched it.
Well, that's because Chip was born. That was pre-Chip. Yep.
Freaking Chip ruining my life.
Mine not.
If
He
he
is
accidentally disappears
So-
and Jeremy and I start playing video games more.
So we have an 11-month-old at home, and it's really fun because out of nowhere he has just started playing with cars as the
It's
toy
so
is intended to be played with, and so he actually sits and grabs them and he goes.
Oh,
And he just-
you're not being specific enough. He's playing with your Duplos.
It is actually a Duplo
One of them is
train car, and then one of them is a Triceratops
yep.
car.
That's got like a little bubble on the back, and it has little beads inside that pop as you roll it.
So
Funny.
I really wanted to lean into it, and Kara or one of us found
I found them.
a 2-car pack on Amazon for like $6. They're little plastic cars, and it's got like a ball that rolls around inside. And we opened it up today, and he was playing with it, and it's just he loves it. He's literally taking these cars. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
And he crawls around. He doesn't just sit there and move it around. He like gets on his hands and knees, and he's going around the whole entire house. He'll be over by the front door and then back in the kitchen, and he loves his cars. He's so sweet.
It's adorable. So that means he's gonna get the classic playmat that's got like the roads and stuff on it, like the green and classic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the Menards special. That's where they sell it.
We'll get him one of those
You
little
have to
red
get him a bunch of
cars
Hot
with the
Wheels
yellow
tracks.
roofs.
Oh, and tons of Hot Wheels. Tons of Hot Wheels. I can't wait.
And then, so I was looking for cars for kids, and I found this one that they sit in. It's got a steering wheel and everything, but it's got a handle on the back so the parent can push and steer, but he feels like he's driving.
Oh, so it's not like one of those battery powered ones that are like
No.
$1 zillion.
This is for when he's really little before he can actually.
Okay.
And then
If you ever get him one of those battery powered ones, I will think less of you. Just by the way.
Power Wheels.
Yeah, those things. The only people that drive those are people that grow up to be jerks.
I always wanted one as a kid, but
I always wanted one too, and because I didn't get one, I now think that everyone who did have one is a jerk.
They're just bougie is all. Anybody who gets one's
Yeah.
all bougie. I've got good news for you, Chris. I always constantly try to find ways to make him laugh and keep him entertained. And apparently tackling him into the couch cushions, he loves it. So I'm just getting him ready for football, Chris.
Nice.
Yep. Total shoulder and everything. I just go right into him and just hit him and right into the couch cushions.
Gently.
He bounces
Yeah,
back.
Child Protective Services, do not watch this point.
Right. And then
He asked me, he was like, Kara, is this okay to do? And I watched, and it was like, he's really gentle with him. I was like, yeah, it's totally fine.
But it
like,
is
he's
funny,
laughing. He thinks it's hilarious. Like,
he's about 2 inches off the back of the couch. And when I hit him, he like flies back and his head hits the couch and he bounces forward. He's just giggling the whole time. And then he has a little, looks like a bumblebee, but he can sit on it and he's got a little handlebars.
Little
and
car.
He like walks it
Pushes
around.
him around, yeah.
So I literally Forza'd him in it and I take it and I just push it at full speed across the entire house and he loves it. It's super funny.
Nice.
So
Maz says Forza alone isn't enough reason to buy an Xbox. If Elder Scrolls 6 is Xbox exclusive, before he was going to buy a PC, but then he might buy an Xbox.
what game was Xbox exclusive?
He said if Elder Scrolls 6 is Xbox exclusive.
Oh, I cannot wait for the next actual Elder Scrolls game. So I'm losing my mind over here, right? Xbox 360, David and I, Sam Fisher on chat, went to Best Buy overnight to get in 2011-ish,
I remember that.
I think, somewhere in that ballpark, okay?
For 360?
For
I thought that was
360.
like 08, wasn't it?
No, I think it was like 11-ish, 2011-ish. Then the Xbox One came out and they made this special edition with all the DLC for free, right? And the Xbox One would do 4K, I believe. And then,
360 came out in 2005.
dang, that's a long time ago. They have now come out with a remastered Xbox One special edition for the Series X. That game, Skyrim has to be the most remastered game. It's already been remastered.
Swanky
twice.
says, are you telling me that the 8th re-release of Skyrim doesn't cut it for you?
No, but
So
you know what?
Skyrim came out in 2011, 100%. It was 11/11/11 when it came out.
Do you want to know what's
Skyrim.
funny? It's on Game Pass, I believe. I want to freaking play it again. And I just played it a year and a half ago when what Kara was talking about.
it's a
I love
good game.
it. It's so good. Glenn says wintertime is Skyrim time.
The soundtrack, the stupid soundtrack. You know, like the shouts.
You know what you sound like? Santa Claus stepping on a hot coal.
But even just Dovahkiin and the voice actors for the Greybeards and the dragon. It's unbelievable. It's so
It's
cool.
really good.
It's top notch. And so Kara and I like this show called Owl House, and there's the main character there. This is a complete random tangent. You guys know I love Costco and I love Ted Lasso, and now the new thing in my life is Seinfeld. And there is so much new talent or people that probably got their start on Seinfeld. So from Psych, Lasseter was in a couple episodes. Bryan Cranston was in a couple of episodes. Then recently, the voice actress for this character in Owl House, she was on an episode.
Ida, yeah.
I've been just pleasantly surprised with there's a huge.
Lily from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yep, the woman who plays Lily. There's just all of this huge talent that are they're big famous actors now, or actors and actresses that have been in there, and it's been really enjoyable. But Bryan Cranston's really. He's a dentist and he's got penthouse in his dental office. And then Jerry comes too from getting a cavity filled, and they're buttoning up their pants and their shirt or whatever. And he's like, did they just do something while I was under? Then Kramer's reading a penthouse while they're walking down the street, and they're like, hey, listen to this one. I'm a dentist and I just thought I would have an experiment with my patient. So while my patient was under, and Jerry starts freaking out because he thinks it's his dentist and they did something to him while he was under the gas. Oh, is it funny?
Okay, gas does not knock you out.
It's a show.
It's a show. Not to mention before, and I can imagine, can we say this?
What?
Your old boss, is that non-identifying enough for PII?
That's fine.
Can I project
My old
onto
boss.
him?
Yeah, go for it.
I could imagine her old boss. So before Bryan Cranston starts working on Jerry, he takes a hit from the gas. And he goes, Oh, it's good. And then he gives it to Jerry. And Jerry's looking at him like, did you just take a hit of nitrous before you start working on me?
Funny.
Oh, this show is really, really good. And yeah, by far, like, I get why people love it. Kramer is hilarious. George is absolutely hilarious. And you cannot top Elaine. They're so funny.
Okay, so in Seinfeld, George a number of times has gone after a toupee.
Okay. I
Jeremy
legitimately think.
wants to get a toupee now.
Chris, what do you think if I got a toupee?
I would obviously have to make fun of you. That's
No, but they look real now.
I mean, they've always looked at least some amount real.
George gets one, and it was like, dang, it looks
Jeremy,
good.
everybody knows you're balding.
So here's
If you showed up with a full head of hair anywhere, everybody would be like, nice hairpiece, Jeremy.
Matt says George looked great with the toupee.
He did. It
absolutely did.
It took like 20 years off of him.
Actually, I've got a story that ties into this. So when my college buddy was over yesterday, we actually went back and we watched a bunch of stuff that we had made in college. Like
Did you watch our video?
What's that?
Did you watch our video?
That's the only one I couldn't find on YouTube. I have it on my computer somewhere.
Okay.
But it's just not on YouTube. But the one with Ethan and Jeremy in it is, holy crap, even 4 or 5 years ago, you had so much more hair.
I know, man. I know.
So, for what it's worth, if you wanted to get one, like I said, I mandatorily would have to make fun of you. It's just not going to not happen. So don't go into it thinking you won't be like slightly feelings hurt for me like ragging on you for having one. But all of a sudden done, whatever makes you feel better and more confident, I'm not going to judge people for. Like I said, I'll make fun of you, but I won't judge you.
I could not believe the thought of a toupee, just never, all I know, okay. My first impression, this would be a fun social experiment to like do a keyword and then ask people what their first like positive and negative association with said word is. So for toupee, my negative association is from Garfield, the Sunday comic, where John Arbuckle gets one for his chest and then he jumps into a pool and everyone evacuates because they think there's a rat in the pool. and so like I just assume that's the quality of toupee you get. Like the second it gets wet, it falls off. And then in Liar Liar, when he can't lie, Jim Carrey can't lie, and he's going around the room and he calls his boss a jerk or whatever, a dick.
Yeah.
And he gets into it because everybody's laughing. He runs over and he goes, everybody knows Jenkins got a toupee, and he like rips it off and he smacks it against the wall and goes, oh, you know, he's just like acting crazy.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
have you not seen Liar Liar?
I've seen it. I forgot that scene.
Do you know that scene though?
I do know what you're talking about.
But yeah, he like grabs it off, he just smacks it to the wall and it sticks. So to me, anybody can walk up and like rip it off in 1 second. But in Seinfeld, George looks good. That's the first time I've seen anybody with toupee that looks.
Well, so William Shatner famously wears a toupee.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I'm getting one. If William Shatner
So
wear
here's
one,
the thing. Movies and stuff, if a bad character or character that people don't like is wearing a toupee, they're going to make it look bad.
Oh, yeah.
Just
for
100%.
Sure.
You can get them. I mean, I've watched YouTube videos where they put toupees on men. It's a whole process. Like a whole process to glue it down and everything and make it look real, but they can make them look legit. Like never guess in a million years.
do we want to see one, people? Should I come back in like 5 episodes with a toupee?
Well, so here's what I was going to say. At this point, like you're at a crossroads. You can do one of two things. You can go the Bruce Willis route and just go full shaved head, which I
And
think
what do
would
we
be
think
fine.
of this?
I don't think that looks bad at all.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm here for it.
So here's the thing. It'll only take him like a week to grow that back.
Yeah,
It's
that's
true.
true.
Less than a week.
So he could either go the full Bruce Willis and just embrace it and go for bald badass, or you can go the other way and do the George Costanza and try and reclaim your lost
So
years.
what if Jeremy shaves his head? We decide we don't like it. At that point, do we go toupee route?
I mean, I think it's Jeremy's choice, which he tries first.
Here's what I think.
Well, if
Toupee, I would keep my glasses, and I think that would look better. If I went the bald route, I think you have to go
okay,
sans
so now
glasses.
let's see. Let's look at something.
Yeah, do you want to go to Jeremy's close-up for that?
Sure.
Yeah, you'd look better without the glasses if you were bald.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You look scary almost. Like you look
He does.
intimidating.
Like you don't want to run into him in an alley.
You look like someone who could win an arm wrestling contest.
Versus, the glasses and then this, the whatever. Ridiculous.
So I think here's the thing. I think going the bald route would be the first route to go, because if you go the toupee route and realize you don't like it, you've just spent. Toupees cannot be cheap, especially if they're nice.
I just want to know, like, what do I do? Like, how do you just, is it on all the time? And then, like,
I'm sure you take it off at night.
no, it's got to be more permanent than
Women
that.
don't wear their wigs at
Like,
night.
you
They take
shower
their
with
wigs
it.
off.
No way, because then it would, then I would fire up my motorcycle and I'd be riding down the road and it would go.
No, you should be wearing a helmet. But
Yeah, Jeremy, you should wear a helmet.
Toupee.com calls them a high quality hair replacement system.
I love sales. You don't have to sell someone a toupee. I mean, honestly, if you've gotten to the point where you want one, you're already sold.
Hold on. So let me switch this quick. Is that switched over now?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
So you can get one
my
for
land.
$9.95.
That looks like a $10 toupee.
Can everybody else see this?
This one's $8.95.
Oh my gosh, no. We'd go to a store. We'd go to like a business where they'd actually do them.
So like obviously they have like just like awful like wigs and whatever, but like I'm sure there's like legitimate.
Look
options.
for toupee business in our area.
Let's go to toupee.com. Let's see what their affordable options are. Dang, that looks really nice.
See, that's what I'm saying. Oh, $30 coupon, Jeremy.
Do you want a whole hair system, a skin hair system, a lace hair system, monofilament?
I don't know how.
I would
any of this
assume
works.
lace.
You're gonna have to do some research.
I think a lot of people when they go for wigs, they do lace. I think
How would you know?
because I'm in a bunch of groups where people like.
She's been researching this for you for years,
like
Jeremy.
like the Ray groups and Leia groups, they go for lace wigs rather than.
Interesting. Oh, dang. Yeah, those are.
That's pricey.
Yeah, that's why I say go the bald route first.
Yeah, haircut's free.
We should have everybody vote online. Do we have people commenting?
Chat. Hold on. I gotta catch up on some chat. There have been some good responses here.
You got Kara to snort.
Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Let's see here. Sean Connery wore toupees James Bond.
Hey.
Maz says modern toupees look insanely undetectable.
Yeah.
Cam says, Jeremy, you need to rock that bald spot proudly.
I honestly, Cam has my back consistently.
Let's see here. Maz says, like, new ones you can shower or swim with. Brad says,
Really?
save shaving scraps and make your own. And then he said, or grow a mohawk.
Okay, no. Jeremy can't grow a mohawk. He's
And then-
missing the mohawk part.
Inverted mohawk.
It would be that's the toilet bowl.
Cam wanted me to show. Oh, here. I'll give me. Is this window capture set up for Chrome?
You gonna show him the $10 one and then the other one?
Yeah. Will this come up with? Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay. Sorry. This is coming through terribly. Okay. So this is the
so
one that I showed
bad.
them at first.
Like, what are the ratings on that?
Ratings, 109 ratings, 4 stars.
What? Get out. Get out. Who actually? I'm sorry.
But then, whoops. So in my defense, I Googled cheap toupee website.
Okay.
But then toupee.com came up and we looked at lace hair.
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys see the coupon code?
No.
#win.
So then we were looking, it's like, so this is.
Those do not look comfortable. I'd rather probably be bald.
I know wigs are a little itchy, but they glue them down. Look at the skin ones.
The which ones?
Go back and there was like the skin system or whatever.
Let's see here. Come on.
Vanity is an interesting frame of mind.
It does not want to click through.
What's monofilament?
3D printed.
Oh, here goes skin hair.
I'm just kidding.
Easy to clean and attach. That's important.
Oh, okay. So that might be the one that you glue down. It looks.
Yeah, they all look like they have a little bit. This one does not look particularly good.
No, that one looks horrible.
Look how low that is. He's got like either
Yeah.
bangs or he's wearing it too far forward.
Yeah.
This one's
Looks like a dead cat.
look at like just shift it over slightly. That does not look intentional. That looks like you made a mistake.
Okay, so no, that's the thing. To actually shave your part line and make it way more pronounced. That's a thing now.
Oh, well, it makes me think that you're bald. Okay. Anyway, so that's that. So catching
Chris,
up on
that Amazon image, it makes me look like you. That's what somebody photoshopped that on there. Is what that looks like to me.
Yeah. Well, do you remember when I photoshopped hair onto you like back in the old studio?
That's exactly it.
So catching up more. So Brad says get a head tattoo.
Hey, not against it.
Jeremy doesn't have a head tattoo. Or Jeremy doesn't have any tattoos.
Swanky says toupees make great stocking stuffers.
Apparently, there's a Black Friday sale for them.
Ooh, I know what a gang Jeremy, I guess.
People it's so easy to make fun of toupees. It's like just culturally acceptable or whatever. But like people are just being kind of goofy. Like Lakers 2181. It says toupee.
I love it. And here's what else is funny too. Like the first thing that comes to my mind, right? We've heard every job ever get picked on. People who work at McDonald's, people who work, just jobs get picked on, right? How would you like to be the guy who has to do the advertising for the Black Friday for to pay website? Boss, what do you want the coupon code? Winning.
I thought you said wiggy.
No, winning.
Mine's.
Oh, Lord.
I just wanted to hear what I wanted to hear, I think.
That's so funny.
So anyway, you got choices out there. A lot of people also were saying it's like, practicing get a mohawk toupee.
That would be pretty epic.
Can you imagine? Oh, so bad.
But like, yeah, so people were basically saying it's like, make sure you do your research if you do decide to get one. But I think you just like go home tonight. It's Saturday, right? Do you work on Monday?
Yes.
Okay, well, whatever. Who cares? Just do the full buzz.
Should we do a full buzz?
See how you feel about it. Like I said, by December 6th, it'll all be back and then some.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll
You
talk
do
about
like
it.
a little hair there, huh?
I don't know. I mean, we can try it. It's hair. It's hair. It's fine.
Kara's so funny. You know what's even worse though? Ever since Walmart 19, since the pandemic hit, Kara's been doing my hair. What do you think she does before she cuts my hair? She butchers it on purpose. Yet she admires it right now. It's so funny.
I cut designs in Jeremy's hair.
No, she does checkerboard. She just comes around. She like just cuts the middle out and leaves it. It's ridiculous.
Sometimes Jeremy tries to cut his own hair, and it's worse than anything I could ever do.
Do you think you could blend? Do you think you could blend my hairline currently in with the toupee without ruining the toupee? Because you probably have to be some blending going on, right?
I'd imagine so for particular hairstyles.
Should I get a ninja
I was like,
toupee? It blends
big black
perfectly.
mask?
No, it blends perfectly.
here's the thing. Let's buy a cheap toupee, see if I can do anything with that before we both go and buy a $300 toupee.
You probably need to see I can't even remember what their language was now, a hair restoration solution specialist.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Jeremy.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, we talked about all sorts of stuff. So we did not get to the cover song thing yet again. Matt says baseball hats are cheap.
I love the
true.
way I look in a baseball hat.
I do too.
Swanky says I cut my own hair, also balding, so I just take clippers and take it all off. I cut my own hair.
Swanky.
Here, Swanky, if you take it all off, Jeremy will take his all off.
No, Swanky, let's get matching toupees. Seriously. How cool would that be?
You have like an S cut into the side of yours, and he has a J cut into the side of his.
Toupee twins. Twinning.
So,
That's funny.
man, what was I going to say now? I forget. Oh no. So yeah, I've been cutting my own hair since I was like 13 years old. So.
Jeez.
And I actually have a haircut that you can mess up.
That's true. You do. That is really funny.
I will never try cutting my own hair because I know I'll jack it up real bad.
And then you can go for a bob.
I could.
Or worst case scenario, you can go for the Karen.
Did you ever do a pixie?
I used to have very short hair.
How about bangs?
I've had bangs. I've had a bob. At one point, I'm fairly certain I did have the Karen haircut.
There was a picture of you holding a soccer ball. I really liked your hair in that picture.
I just had long hair in that one.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do. Yeah. It's a volleyball, actually, not a soccer ball.
Jeremy's so obsessed with Ted Lasso, he's photoshopping images in his mind.
Who, me?
Yeah, I said you're so obsessed with Ted Lasso, you're photoshopping images in your mind. Soccer ball for volleyball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Jeremy, if he could, he'd have Ted Lasso's hair plus Ted Lasso's mustache.
I would grow Ted Lasso's mustache.
Swanky says, I would totally do that if I'm ever up in that area. You guys can get his and his matching wigs.
Maybe they have a Black Friday sale 2 for 1.
He also said Kara would look super intimidating with a Karen haircut.
I'd like to speak to your manager. Get me your manager. Just kidding.
My luck, depending.
I wish I could zoom in more. I wish I had.
Wait, are you on my screen?
Yeah,
we're still.
I can't see where
that's all. I forgot that. Hold on.
You know we're all about that bass.
Yep.
Imagine I'm zooming in more.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. Here, let's pretend I've got short hair. How shall I do this to make it look like I've got short hair? Boop.
So I think Ryan is trolling me. Oh, I got a phone call from Jamaica.
Okay.
And like they called, it rang through, I ignored it. They immediately called back and it rang through and I ignored it, right?
Okay.
Back-to-back calls. There's nobody I could ever possibly know that would be in Jamaica for any reason, right?
Yep.
So the first thing that I think is telemarketer, but then they usually go through the effort of trying to make it look like it's coming from like Minnesota or somewhere in the United States.
Right.
So then the second thing that I immediately jump to is Ryan's doing that stupid thing where he masks his caller ID. Right?
Yeah.
So I call Ryan. He answers on like half of a ring, right? So it's like, more evidence that this is probably Ryan.
Right.
Right. And then I was like, stop calling me from Jamaica. And he's like, what do you mean? It's like, you're obviously pranking me, blah, 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 blah. And then I don't know if he decided at that point that he's starting trolling me or if this is a continuation of the troll that started with the calls from Jamaica. But he would defend us. So he's like, no, I'm not calling you from Jamaica, Mon. And he would just add that to the end of all of his sentences. So I have no idea whether or not he was actually tricking me.
He totally was.
Or whatever, but
know.
It's like, it was really frustrating.
I get weird calls from foreign countries. So.
Well, I don't know. He also does the thing where he'll sit in the corner and be like, Chris.
Yeah, no, he is.
And then he's like, what? I didn't say anything. What?
Yeah, he's very, very irritating.
The only jokes that he does that I'm always worried about is the fake, I'm going to fall. And he's like up against fresh paint. You know, or the elevator shaft when there's no elevator in it. Oh, I'm gonna fall. He's gonna fall.
Yep.
It happens.
We were just talking. We were putting the foam up on the elevator shaft. It's like we better put reinforcements on it because Ryan's gonna be screwing around next to it and actually fall into it.
Oh, you guys put foam up. Oh, I'm gonna fall. And then he's gonna go right through it.
And you'll be like, boy, that cried wolf. He'll be dead in the bottom of the elevator shaft. And he'll be like,
and then we'll have a whole police investigation and it's gonna be real annoying. Thanks, Ryan.
Well. Any more chat you want to get out there before we wrap up?
No, Brad just says there are a lot of scammers in Jamaica, so it could have been a legitimate scam call.
It was a legitimate
scam call. So anyway, that I believe is the show. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. Are you guys going to do any streaming of video games tonight?
We want to.
Maybe do some Sekiro tonight.
Okay, so go. So you're at Lady Burrito.
Mm-hmm. Lady Burrito 88.
So you'll be able to find her. Maybe she'll do a post on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
But so if she streams, do you have a percent chance thing?
75%.
Okay. So anyway, so there potentially might be streaming tonight, but thank you guys for joining us on this stream. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties. It's going to be an adventure editing this and making that all smooth out. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you for watching us there. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Comment down below what you think of toupees. Let's get a little bit more opinion on Jeremy's situation here. We do stream live every Saturday night on Twitch at 7 p.m. Twitch.tv/Rise of the Podcast. Join us here live every week. Join in the conversation. You never know where it's going to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course,
May the force be with you.